Every bad evil will return. Rescue story. Yes, rescue efforts. The rain had not stopped for 3 days. The small town was drowning. Streets turned into rivers, drains overflowed, and thunder shook the sky. People rushed home afraid of the storm, but near the old marketplace danger was already waiting. A woman and her 8-year-old daughter, Zara, were trying to cross the slippery road beside an open drainage canal filled with rushing floodwater. "Hold my hand tightly, Zara," her mother said, but within seconds, she slipped. Her foot lost balance, and before anyone could react, the powerful current pulled her straight into the canal. "Ami!" Zara screamed. The water swallowed her mother instantly. The canal wasn't just water. It was a violent mix of mud, garbage, and deadly force. Zara cried desperately, "Please! Somebody help my mom!" People gathered quickly, but instead of action there were whispers. "It's too dangerous. The current is too strong. You'll die if you jump." Some even took out their phones. They watched. They recorded, but no one moved. Zara's voice broke as she screamed again, "Please help her!" For a brief second, her mother's hand appeared above the water, then disappeared. And that's when a motorbike stopped. A young delivery rider removed his helmet. His name was Ayan, 24, years old, tired, soaked from hours of work in the rain. He looked at the crowd. He looked at the crying child. Then without hesitation he shouted, "Call an ambulance!" Someone yelled back, "Are you crazy? You'll die in there!" But Ayan didn't listen. He took one deep breath and jumped. The freezing water hit him hard. The current dragged him instantly. Mud filled his eyes. Debris slammed into his body, but he kept fighting. "Where is she?" he muttered desperately. Then suddenly, he felt a weak hand brush against him. He grabbed it tightly. The woman was unconscious, her body sinking with the current. Ayan wrapped his arm around her waist and struggled against the violent water. The current slammed them into the concrete wall. Pain shot through his shoulder, but he refused to let go. With every ounce of strength left, he kicked toward the edge where a few men had finally stepped forward to help. "Pull!" someone shouted. Together they dragged both of them out. The woman lay motionless. Zara fell beside her mother, crying uncontrollably. "Ami, please wake up!" Ayan, coughing and exhausted, crawled closer. "Move back," he said urgently. He remembered basic first aid from school. His hands trembled as he began CPR. "Come on!" "Breathe." "Nothing." Rain poured harder. Zara sobbed louder. He pressed again and again. Then suddenly, the woman coughed. Water poured from her mouth as she gasped for air. "She's alive," someone shouted. Zara hugged her mother tightly. The ambulance arrived minutes later. Before leaving, Zara ran back to Ayan and hugged him. "Thank you, Uncle." Ayan smiled softly. "Take care of your mom," he said. The ambulance arrived minutes later. Before leaving, Zara ran back to Ayan and hugged him. "Thank you, Uncle." Ayan smiled softly. "Take care of your mom," he said. And then he rode away. He didn't ask for praise. He didn't wait for recognition. He just left. 3 weeks later, something unexpected happened. A customer reported a missing expensive package. The last delivery rider assigned to that route. "Ayan," he was called into the office. "Where is the package?" the manager demanded. "I delivered everything," Ayan replied calmly. But no one listened. Without proper investigation, he was suspended. Soon after, he was fired. Just like that. No proof. No chance to defend himself. He sat outside the office alone. For the first time, he questioned himself. "Maybe doing good doesn't matter," he whispered. But inside that same company, a board meeting was taking place. The company owner had just returned from medical leave. Her name was Mrs. Samina Rahman. While reviewing reports, she noticed Ayan's termination file. "Suspected?" she asked sharply. "Or proven?" Silence filled the room. "Bring him tomorrow," she ordered. The next day, Ayan walked into the meeting room and froze. Sitting at the head of the table was the woman he had saved from the canal. Her eyes widened. "It's you!" The room fell silent. "This young man saved my life," she said firmly. While others stood watching, the managers stared in shock. "The missing package was later found in the warehouse," she continued. "Yet he was blamed. She looked directly at Ayan. Good deeds never disappear. Then her voice grew stronger. And evil always returns. Effective immediately, Ayan is reinstated. The room relaxed. But she wasn't finished, not as a delivery rider. He joins the operations department. We need people with integrity. Ayan's eyes filled with tears. He never expected reward. He only acted because it was right. Months later, he proved himself in his new role. The manager who falsely accused him faced consequences, because injustice returns too. When asked why he jumped into the canal that day, Ayan simply said, "If we wait for others to act, evil wins." And the town never forgot that rainy day. They remembered the boy who jumped. And they remembered the lesson. What you send into the world always finds its way back. Every bad evil will return, but so will every good deed.